Hi everybody, it's me again, Tishawna Pritchett from Sean's Hair and More and the Able Center. You can find out more information about the salon and the nonprofit and myself at www.tishawnapritchett.com. I am coming back on because I just did a Facebook Live, and it was right before I added just a little bump in Crystal's hair. I had her shampooed, conditioned, she had a hydration treatment, she got her ends trimmed, and she come around this side for me. She got her ends trimmed, and now we're wrapping her up. So we're at the process of wrapping her, just showing her how to wrap her hair at night. So right now I use a wide tooth comb, and I also use a brush just to make sure it's all up. This is how she's going to maintain her wrap. Right? We're going to make sure all of the hair is up. Doesn't matter what's going on up here, because that hair that's right there at the top is what's helping her keep her body. Right? So the rest of the hair needs to be nice and smooth. And like I said, Crystal is all natural. She is all natural. She has no chemicals. She has no relaxer and no color. This is her natural hair color. Yes, it is. So this is how she's going to wrap her hair at night. And she's going to tie her scarf around, and she's going to make sure it's a satin scarf, satin or silk scarf. And then she could put a bonnet over top of it just to make sure this part is protected. Some people do use clips so that they can make sure this part doesn't fall. If the hair is heavy, a lot of times it will fall. So you can use clips. Just make sure you're using the right ones. I would not use bobby pins. Bobby pins a lot of times leave those little crimps in it. So we're going to comb it down now. When it's time to comb it down, you want to always use a wide tooth comb. You can use something like this or something a little bit wider. But you want to make sure that you're combing the hair down with a wide tooth comb. So what is she going to do with her hair daily? She's going to make sure that she's combing it down in the morning. The only thing she would have to do to it tomorrow is spray some oil sheen if she wanted to. She does not have to put oil sheen on her hair every day because it will make the hair heavy. If she wants to maintain her body, then you don't have to put oil sheen on it every day. But what she does when she go outside to make sure that she keeps this hair from reverting back is, depending on where she works, depending on what she has to do, she could just pull her hair back in a nice little, I don't want to say snatch back, but you can pull the hair back, add you a nice little clip to maintain your ends, just like that. Okay? When she gets to where she's going, to her job or wherever, then let the hair down, comb your hair in your car. That's going to protect your hair from some of that humidity outside. She's going to, where are you going?
Has to go to a college tour tomorrow.
She's going to a college tour, so she's going to be outside in the heat. So what does she want to do while she's doing all of that? She want to look cute, right? So her hair is nice and straight. She wants to look cute. She's an adult. She doesn't want to look like a little kid. See how soft her hair is? Isn't it beautiful? So we're going to pull it back nice and softly. I'm still using the wide tooth comb. And she's going to pin it right here. And that's what she'll do. That's how she'll maintain her hair. She's keeping her ends nice and secure. And that hair is going to be protected. When she lets it down, her hair will still be straight. She will still have a lot of body. And her hair will still be straight. Okay? So I wanted y'all to see what you can do to maintain your hair while you're going out in the heat, especially when you're wearing your hair straight after being pressed out from being all natural. She said the last time that her hair lasts her 4 weeks from wearing it straight, so she knows what to do. She can also do pin curls. at night. You can wrap it at night, but you want to make sure that you're keeping something satin on your hair, because anything else, if it's cotton or something like that, it may add too much friction and cause the hair to get dry, which will also create cause the hair to start to break and start to split. You don't want any of that. You want your hair to stay healthy. If you're going to get your ends trimmed, go ahead and get them trimmed on time. Get them trimmed. I normally do 8 weeks. That's a great time to do it. And of course, I talked about keeping them moisturized, but if you're doing all of those things and making sure that you're doing the right things to your hair at night by tying your hair down, doing the pin curls, or doing the wrapping, and making sure you're using the right clips at the right time. Some of those clips can be damaging too. So like I said, they can leave little crimps in the hair, but they can also damage your scalp. So be careful, be really, really careful when using those. Also, like with my hair, we talked about my hair and how I keep mine. Even if you're natural, you need to make sure you're tying your hair at night. So even with mine, I put some type of wrap on my head. I sleep on a satin pillowcase, or I use a bonnet. That way my hair is not drying out and I'm not losing my curl pattern. I'm going to keep my curl pattern and keep my ends trimmed the same way as I would if I was relaxed or if I was pressing my hair out. It all matters. So in order to maintain a style, you have to do the basics. Get those ends trimmed, get those treatments on time, make sure you're sleeping with the right things on your head at night. Don't stay out in the sun too much. If you do, make sure that you are protecting your hair by pinning it up. You can do a ponytail, but just make sure it's not too tight. You can also wear sun visors. Sun visors are a great way to actually, it covers your face and it protects the edges of your hair. So just be really, really careful about the things that you use. When you're working out, use a sweatband. It's okay to use a sweatband or even a scarf that's going to collect some of that sweat so it stays off of your hair. That sweat that's down on your scalp, that's sweating down, when it comes down, it actually something needs to be grabbing it so that it's not just staying in your hair. It actually goes down into that sweatband or either that scarf. You take it off when you're done and you get rid of it. So you don't have to worry about all of that extra salt and stuff staying in your hair. So there's so much more. I can talk so much more about the things that you need to do. I am writing a book. All of it is going to be in the book. I want you to be able to purchase the book. I will let you know when it's available. So there was another question after the last time. What did she ask? Somebody called me and wanted to know, how often should you get a conditioning treatment? After I finished my first Facebook Live, she called and said, I put a question up, but I didn't get my question answered. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the screen, but I have one of my assistants that's looking at the screen. So if you have questions, go ahead and put them on now. I'm going to be finishing up in a minute. But as far as how often should you get a conditioning treatment? As often as you need it. Now, one thing that you want to stay away from is the protein. If you get a protein treatment, you should only get it if you need it. So sometimes people say, well, I need to get a protein treatment every 4 weeks. No, you don't. If you don't need a protein treatment, don't get a protein treatment, because protein is going to harden your hair. When your hair gets hard, it's going to break. So don't do it. Stop doing it. Only get them if you absolutely need it. How do you know if you need it? You have to come to a stylist. Go to a stylist that knows. Go to a stylist that can look at your hair and tell you if you need it or not. So be really, really careful when it comes to those. You can feel your hair and tell when you need something. So if the hair is dry all the time and it's hard to maintain that moisture, it could be coming from the fact that you need to get your ends trimmed. But those treatments should be done, conditioner should be done absolutely every time you shampoo your hair. A treatment, normally you can get every 4 weeks. So every other shampoo, those who getting their hair done every 2 weeks, those who getting your hair done every week, you get it done every third shampoo. Because you're shampooing your hair more often, you need to get treatments more often. So, but you're going to have the healthiest hair because you're keeping all of those extra oils off of your scalp and off of your hair, and your hair is going to be more healthy. The more often you come to the salon, the more often you're getting the treatments done, the more often you're getting all of the maintenance that you need to get done to your hair. Do I have any questions coming in? Mm-hmm. Okay, what do I have?
What shampoo and conditioner do you recommend, and how to protect short hair in the sun?
Short hair, it depends on how you're wearing it. If you're wearing your hair, I'm just going to talk and finish up. You can keep the camera on me. Sorry. It's okay. So with short hair, it depends on how you're wearing it. If you're wearing curls, then you want to make sure that well, when you're going out in the sun, you can just wear your curls as long as you're not staying in the sun. Now, that's when you want to wear like a visor or something that's going to cover like that front part of your hair, just to keep that protected. If you're wearing it, if you're wearing straight hair, you can keep your hair wrapped until you get to work, and then take your hair down in the car. There's nothing wrong with taking your hair down in the car. I'm done.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead and take a look. Say hi to everybody. Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you,
So I'm gonna finish up and then I'll get with you.
Sean.
Okay, so thank you, Mia. Okay, so while you are wearing your hair straight, if it's short, you can keep your hair wrapped until you get to work, and then take that down right before you go in the building. Anybody seeing you in the car with your head still wrapped, they're probably gonna know that you're protecting your hair. It's fine, just do it. People look at people all the time. As long as you ain't outside with a bonnet on, you fine. You can keep your hair wrapped without the bonnet. Please don't go outside with your bonnet on. Please, please, please. And there's other wraps that you can use without going outside with their bonnet on. It's unsightly. It's not good to go outside with a bonnet on. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. Anyway, so if you're wearing your hair curly, like I said, you can just keep your curls. Keep your curls at the top of your head. A lot of times at nighttime, people want to wrap their hair when they're wearing short styles and it's curly. Don't wrap it. Just lay on the satin pillowcase and try to see if that holds your curls some. So we're wrapping and we're adding all the stuff on our hair. By the time morning comes, you done sweated that out and you ain't got no curls and your hair's sticky. You don't want to do that. So try laying on that satin pillowcase and see how that works for you. I get any other questions coming in? Okay, so there's so many different things that we can do to maintain our hair. But what's great is knowing that you care more about your hair than what people are saying and what people, may think or whatever. You're caring more about what you look like and how the health of your hair, the health of you, is more important. So never be so concerned about what people are saying or what people are doing or what people are thinking. You care more about what you think and what you want to do to maintain your hair. So if you need to go outside with your hair wrapped, go outside with your hair wrapped. Go ahead and add those pins in it if you need to, because you're in the car. Once you get to your destination, take them out, because that's when you want to make sure that you're maintaining what you look like. You don't want to go outside or go in the store with all of that stuff in your hair and go into work with all of that stuff in your hair. But please, still make sure that you're taking care of your hair, especially in this heat. If it wasn't as hot, I would say do your hair before you leave home. But these are just options for those who have a hard time maintaining your hair. If you don't have those problems, don't worry about it. Just do what you normally do. But don't use a whole lot of product, because remember, product and heat don't match either, because your hair can start burning from that. So just be real careful about how much product you're using. If you have questions, you need some advice on which product to use, you can always check out my website. You can contact me via email, or you can call the salon, 804-422-9338. Have a great day.